stand just before the end of a phenomenal day 2 of the 12th IVCA conclave, but this is a time that most of us, I think, have been waiting for. It's my absolute honor to announce the 6th edition of the coveted IVCA Awards. Over the past decade, the PVC industry has grown from strength to strength as providers of capital and expertise in the new asset creation. Last year, Indian companies were able to attract $50 billion of PVC investments, which led to the creation of 23 unicorns, not a small feat. PVC investments contributed over 60% of all FDI investments. Currently, India boasts an impressive 1,057 AIF schemes, which have commanded capital commitments of USD $88 billion. So before I continue, and I have a few more points to make, and we have quite an amazing list of winners, I'd like to request Mr. Karthik Reddy, Chairperson of IVCA, to come and give a vote of thanks. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. No worries.
So I think, thanks everyone. This was originally slated for this slot, and then I think it slipped. And then I said, if you make me do this after the awards, there'll be an empty room. So let me thank everyone before everyone leaves the room. First of all, big thanks to the exec committee. We're about 20 of us. It's been a fantastic group to work with. It's been almost a year since I took over as chair, and I couldn't have sort of gotten this accomplished if we didn't have a fantastic exec committee. Divide and conquer. We have folks from every facet, every sort of, asset class, and they have essentially somehow been the sort of spirit that, along with the IVCA team, which runs on the ground, been a fantastic group, and that's why we've had this wonderful IVCA conclave. It's fantastic to see everyone back after 3 years in the IVCA conclave. Also like to thank the wonderful support by all the speakers who represented government and various regulatory bodies, some of them who made it, some of them who couldn't make it. It's fantastic to see a listening and interactive government led by the Honorable PM. Startup India has been a thrust, and it is a love for regulators and policymakers to come and speak in various forums and opportunities. And today, over the last 2 days, the Finance Ministry, SEBI, IFSCA, Commerce, DPIIT, IRDA, SIDBI, all of them actually participated. And that allows, and that is why the IVCA conclave is what it is. It's not simply the industry tom-tomming views amongst ourselves, but also having every asset class represented and having a chance to engage with policymakers. For those who missed this, there was Shri Sinha, Mr. Devashish Panda of IRDA, Anurag Jain of DPIIT, Praveen Trivedi of IFSC, Mr. Raman of SIDBI, SP Singh of SIDBI, Manish Diwan of BIRAC, Anant Narayan of SEBI. All of them actually recorded messages for us if they couldn't be here personally, and some of them engaged actively with us today. And so that's a big thank you to all of them. Some snapshots from the IVCA conclave. You might have seen this in Rajat's and the team's communications to you. We had registrations over 700. We had LPs and family offices of over 100. We had 250 plus women, big vote of support, and thanks to all the women who participated. Finally, we are beginning to see a lot more, and you can break that into many classifications, but this is probably the only forum in the early stage, growth, foreign, domestic, everything kind of comes together. So here's to seeing a lot more of these IVCA conclaves year after year. Just wanted to quickly announce what all IVCA has been doing other than speaking to policymakers and government. Working on a lot of new initiatives. A nation-building report that captures the role of PE and VC in India's growth story, just not a number, which is the amount of investment that we bring into the country, but its role in accelerating GDP. So just to give you a sense, 23% of revenue growth for PE and VC-backed companies in the last 3 years versus almost a neutral to mildly negative degrowth for non-PE VC-backed. So the capital, the growth capital that we provide, the governance we provide, all help the VCP industry-backed companies to sort of outperform the rest of the industry participants. And I think that's the role we play in the ecosystem. Definitely building sunrise sectors. If you look at anything in clean energy, rockets, space tech, defense, agri, all of the next generational companies are being built by people in this room and funded rather by people in this room. Taxes will end up being a huge sort of multiplier of downstream tax effects as we employ more people. And then make in India for the world. Some of them have come up on stage today. Partnerships. So we are going to ISB, trying to build an academic partnership, build education initiatives for fund managers. We've seen these kind of things overseas in the West. It's high time we replicate that in a growing, robust industry in India. Supporting policy research with various stakeholders. IVCA, in partnership with the ISB Center of Business Excellence, is going to launch a startup board directors program. So the idea is to take our industry and make it world-class, right? And so how do we do that if you're not constantly pushing ourselves? And that's what the industry's body is focusing on while all of you do your hard work in your respective funds. Research-based programs on select topics and sectors. We're always working with knowledge partners and consultants to be able to try and push this to various government stakeholders as well, and what we are doing for various sectors. And then strengthening associations and academic collaborations, including MOIs with Abu Dhabi Global Markets, CII, WinPE, in the case of building more diversity actively into every firm and every startup. So I think these have been some of the things we're doing. The other things which are work in progress for this year, last month we actually had a workshop organized by DPIIT to a capacity building session which can mobilize further domestic capital from insurance and pension funds, which has been allowed by the government, but we've actually not seen it play out in practice. And we'd love for that to happen. Every percentage point of those pools of money runs into tens of thousands of crores. And we would love for the Indian institutional base to grow. We are going to try and do, along with ISB, a VC 101 program for first-time fund managers. Clearly, we're seeing a plethora of first-time fund managers come in, and the regulators want us to have a fantastic ecosystem where everybody is educated on world-class standards on how to function, and we're trying to facilitate that to the extent we can. IVCA also, we decided to do the Maximum India Conclave not every year, but once in 2 years. So I love to announce the Maximum India Conclave for this year on 8th December 2023 in the Taj Mahal Hotel in Mumbai. And what that means is essentially bringing global LPs to India under one umbrella event, and that'll be the Maximum India Conclave. So this started in 2021. It was an entirely virtual event. It was very well received. We had the nation's best entrepreneurs engage with the best LPs globally. And the GPs just played facilitators and moderators. So the idea is to show the best of Indian entrepreneurship to the best of interest in India from global investors. And directionally, what Rajat and team have done is actually gone and done a mini showcase of this in Singapore last year around one of the big industry events. And we are planning to do that in Dubai and the US this year so that we can drive all of that interest from an international LP perspective. As you can see, this is predominantly domestic dominated, but we would love to do a separate event around international LPs. Diversity initiatives, just apart from the attendance, you can start seeing that, we recognize that in the awards, but also we are beginning to see more and more VC funds have higher and higher proportions of women in their teams. We'd love to see more in senior rungs as well. We are trying to move there as well. As an example, Bloom last year crossed 50% of our 40-member team is women. And I think we'd love to see that happen in most firms. And we're trying to drive that into portfolio companies as well so that we become a showcase industry to actually promote diversity. The next conclave will be March of 2024. This was fantastic. We'd love to see an even bigger and better conclave. And you can see the coverage. You can see the conclave trend on Twitter yesterday. It's just been all around fantastic. Thanks to all of you for making this a wild success. The other esteemed speakers, as you know, folks like Narayan Karthikeyan, Shri Amog Leela Das, big thank you for the folks who managed to bring some of these diverse speakers yesterday. And as you saw, the themes are not now limited to the same age-old topics, but we are challenging ourselves on both, what the industry needs to go forward and build a world-class institutional environment in India, but also themes like climate, LP allocations, ESG, and every investing strategy was touched upon. So a lot to pack in 2 days. I hope it was great learning for most folks who are in one asset class, but actually seeing how all the other managers are working on. If you saw the amount of work that goes on with knowledge partners and some of our members, there's a venture debt report by Stride Ventures. There was the PEVC report from Ernst & Young yesterday, the India Trend Book, the Trifecta Capital BCG Venture Debt Report, and right now the EY Peer Capital E-Commerce and Consumer Internet Sector Report. So I think the amount of activity between knowledge partners and even the industry constituents has been fantastic to see over the 3 years that I've played an active role at the executive committee. And just this year, as you can see, the volume has been amazing. All this happens on people's willingness to give extra time and effort to industry developing. It doesn't necessarily only meet their own personal agendas and objectives. And then other insightful presentations, ESG Masterclass for Fund Managers, Resilient India in a Turbulent World by Credit Suisse, the Preqin report, the Bain report, all sort of fantastic inputs to a great conference. So, and lastly, before I hand over to the jury, a big thank you. I know you take away valuable time to listen to all the nominations and their accomplishments, and then help us pick, a great set of winners, which are going to come up next. So thank you again to the jury. And the knowledge partners, while there's an innumerable list to thank, a very special thank to Siddharth of Ketan, Tushar of PwC, Tejesh of IC Legal, and Subbu of Ernst & Young. I think, specifically I'm calling out these 4 names because there are go-to names. Anytime we need a representation to CBDT or to the Ministry of Finance or to SEBI, they've been first to put up their hands and turn around things in 24 to 36 hours. Very big thank you. Fantastic sponsors. I'll take 20 minutes to cover them. We've had the most enthusiastic sponsor response ever. It's great to see industry champion their own kind and do a great job in facilitating a world-class event. On that note, I'd like to thank the IVCA team and bring them to the podium. This is the team behind the scenes. You see Rajat, you see Amit, you see a couple more people, but I would love for the team to come up on stage. These are the folks who make this happen as much as we come and show ourselves on stage. Amazing turnout, fantastic constituents of the PAVC ecosystem, and great knowledge and networking opportunity for all of us. And the handful of knowledge partners that I called out, please join the IVCA team. You're as inherently a part of this success story. So Subbu, Tejesh, Tushar, and Siddharth, please, and the IVCA team. So big round of applause for all of these people, please. So from Zoom screen to real life. I only see the phone Zoom. No, come. Nishad bhai, you should also join. I think I underestimate how much you do for us, so please join. You're right here, you've been here all day. No, as I said, there's no end to this. There's a lot of wonderful partners, but Nishad bhai rates right up there. Thank you, sir. Please. Come. All of you also. Back to the awards ceremony, and then please stay on. A wonderful networking and dinner event after that. And yeah, the night's very young, and so please stay as long as you can.
So I'm back again, and hopefully we'll go right through the awards without anything else standing between you and the bar. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's my absolute honor to welcome you to the 6th IVCA Awards. If you caught my introduction the last time over, well, I'm going to repeat it again. Over the past decade, the PVC industry has grown from strength to strength as providers of capital and expertise in new asset creation. Last year, Indian companies were able to attract $50 billion of PVC investments, which led to the creation of 23 unicorns. India is now an economic superpower, a lodestar of resilience and steady progress. And among all the countries, we are best positioned to overcome the recessionary headwinds that have singed the global economy. We are projected to remain the fastest growing major economy in 2023 and are well on our way to achieving and perhaps even bettering the $5 trillion target. IVCA aims to incentivize this fierce growth through the IVCA Awards. The idea behind instituting the awards is to showcase the stakeholders of the industry and bring community focus on them by recognizing their achievements. In the 6th year, IVCA Awards are the most coveted recognition in the PVC industry. This year, the awards were judged by a jury comprising government luminaries and eminent industry leaders. We had Shri Deepak Bagla, Managing Director and CEO, Invest India. We had Shri UK Sinha, former SEBI Chairperson. Anita George, Founding Partner, Edhina. Cate, Ambrose, CEO and Board Member, GPCA. Sanjeev Bikhchandani, Founder, InfoEdge India Limited. And Vivek Pandit, Senior Partner, McKinsey and Company. It is also my pleasure, honor, and a lot of thanks to be given to our awards partner, which is Praxis Global Alliance, and also our awards sponsors, Gaja Capital, Bloom Ventures, and TVS Capital Funds. A big thank you to all our award sponsors and partners. Right, so without further ado, let's move on to our first category, Best Fundraising Performance of the Year, Domestic Private Equity. Our nominees are Eversource Capital, Motilal Oswal, Fundamentum, Oaks, and Tata Capital Healthcare Fund. May I request Mr. Karthik Reddy, Chairperson, IVCA, and co-founder and managing partner, Bloom Ventures, to come up on stage and announce the award. And the winner is
the Fundraising Domestic Private Equity Award goes to Eversource Capital.
a big round of applause for Eversource Capital. We have Pratibha Jain here who's coming on behalf of Dhanpal Jhaveri to accept the award. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Eversource Capital had an amazing 2022. They raised $741 million and their Green Growth Fund has done phenomenally in the sector. And that makes us choose them as the winner.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, IVCA jury. You know, I think the numbers say it all. I am here taking it on behalf of the people that did the fundraise, Samir, and Dhanpal and our partners, Lightsource. But it's a great honor, and thank you, guys.
All right, our next category is International Venture Capital Best Fundraising Performance of the Year. Our nominees are Sequoia Capital, Accel India, Jungle Ventures, Lightspeed India Partners, and Kuona Capital. May I call on stage Mr. Madhur Singhal, Managing Partner and CEO of Praxis Global Alliance, to come up and announce the winner.
Hello. So I'm delighted to announce that the award goes to Accel Partners.
I think, Madhur, you'll have to accept the award on behalf of Accel.
Can I get the funds instead?
I'll have a chat with them afterwards.
No. Thank you so much. I think we should give it to Accel later. Thank you.
Accel raised funds from both domestic and foreign LPs, and they raised around $650 million in 2022. That's amazing. Our third award for the evening is Domestic Venture Capital Best Fundraising Performance of the Year. Our nominees are Elevation Capital, Fireside Ventures, IVCA Ventures, Bloom Ventures, and Avishkar Capital. May I call on stage Mr. Rajat Tandon, President of IVCA, to come and announce the winner.
The Fundraising Domestic Venture Capital Award. This time looks like the one who's announcing gets to be the keeper, is it? Or some? Okay, it's going to be Fireside Ventures.
Fireside raised $225 million in 2022, and we're on a bit of a streak now. Rajat gets to keep the award for Fireside on behalf of Kawaljeet Singh.
No, Kawaljeet, they had planned their outside trip for about a month earlier, so he really wanted to say thank you to everyone over here. Thank you to the jury, and yes, we'll send this award to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajat. All right, our next category is Venture Debt Funds. Best Fundraising Performance of the Year. Our nominees are Stride Ventures, Ulterior Capital, Grand Anicut Fund, and Trifecta Capital. May I call on stage Mr. Gopal Srinivasan, CMD, TVS Capital Funds, and Senior Board Member, IVCA, to come up on stage and announce the winner. I'm good.
This looks like structured debt to me. I'm happy to announce the winner is Trifecta Capital.
We have Mr. Rahul Khanna, co-founder and managing partner, Trifecta Capital, accepting the award. Trifecta Capital also had a phenomenal year. They raised among the highest among all the nominations, and they went on to exercise green shoe option and raised another 500 crores.
Okay, great.
Please do.
I just wanted to thank the jury for picking us. You know, we get celebrated for raising money, but really the work is in putting it to good use. And for that, I'd like to thank a bunch of our team that's here today. So thank you for joining us on the journey, and thank you to our LPs for trusting us with your hard-earned money. But look forward to doing a lot more here. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. A little request from our production team that everyone who comes on stage, please move more towards the center, just for production values. This wonderful trophy also has a beautiful box. Please come to the backstage, all winners, and have it collected. Now that we're done with that, let's move on to the next category. Private Equity Best Exit Performance of the Year. Our nominees are KKR, BPA EQT, General Atlantic, TPG, and Carlyle. To announce the award, may I have Mr. Ranjit Shah, co-founder of Gaja Capital, on the stage, please.
Well, delighted to announce the winner. It's KKR.
We have Mr. Prashant Kumar, Managing Director of KKR, accepting the award here.
wanted to thank the jury and IVCA for the award. Always a pleasure and an honor. And I especially wanted to call out our partner, Abhay Soy, really the creator of a lot of value in this journey. And it's been delightful to partner with promoters and co-sponsors like him. Thank you all.
Thank you. KKR had a stellar exit in Max Healthcare, as many of you would be aware. Moving on to our next category, Venture Capital Best Exit Performance of the Year. Our nominees are Sequoia Capital, Tiger Global, Accel India, Cate Ventures, and Matrix Partners India. May I call on stage Shagufa Rashid Khan, Group General Counsel and Head Corporate Affairs, NIIF, to come on stage and announce the winner.
The award for Exits Venture Capital goes to Cate Ventures.
Cate had some marquee exits in First Cry, Unboxed, and Active.ai. And to accept the award, we have Amish Deria, Fund Principal of Cate, with us here. Big round of applause.
Thank you IVCA, thank you the jury. Really appreciate getting this award, and especially with a profile like mine, because I've been hired by Cate a year back just to look at exits. So this is a milestone which has already been set before me coming in, and no pressure from here on. Thank you.
All right. Our next fund category, Outstanding Achievement of the Year by a new fund. The nominees are White Venture Capital, Aditya Birla Ventures, Riverwalk Holdings, Paramark Ventures, Dare Venture Group, and Switi Capital. May I call on stage Mr. Rahul Khanna of Trifecta to come and announce the winner, please.
Congratulations to Aditya Birla Ventures on winning the new fund entry.
We have Mr. Aryaman Vikram Birla, founder, here to pick up the award. Oh, all right. Apologies, I believe Aryaman is not here. This is Piyush Bansal, head of the fund, accepting the award.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank jury and IVCA for this recognition. Indeed, it's an honor to receive this award from a coveted industry body like IVCA. For us at Aditya Birla Ventures, and especially for our founder, Mr. Aryaman Vikram Birla, this is more of a vision to kind of foster entrepreneurial spirit in India by backing outstanding founders who are going to create leading businesses of tomorrow. We look to back them not just with capital, but with the entire ABG's ecosystem. While this is just a beginning, but I believe this sort of an award is just an assurance to us that we are on the right path in chasing our vision of creating a large and a purposeful venture capital platform over the next few years. Thank you all.
Moving on to our next category, Corporate Venture Capital Best Performing Fund Award. The nominees are InfoEdge Ventures, Capital G, Bertelsmann India Investments, Flipkart Ventures, and Wipro Venture. To announce this award, we have with us Ms. Cate Ambrose, CEO and board member, GPCA. Cate, join us on stage.
Congratulations to Bertelsmann India Investments. We have someone to accept the award. Here we go. Bertelsmann, so outstanding. I've known you in other regions. Really impressive. Congratulations.
We have Pankaj Makkar, Managing Director of Bertelsmann.
You can give it to me. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, IVCA and the jury for giving us the award. We started our journey almost about 10 years back, and when I was starting the fund, I was told that either you shut shop after 10 years or you get awards and you continue your journey. So I'm quite excited to get the award on the 10th year, and the journey has just been phenomenal for us. The entire ecosystem, whether it's the entrepreneurs, the co-investors, the funds, everybody has kind of backed us in a significant fashion, and we are super excited, and we are also now hopeful for the next 10 years. Thank you very much, guys.
Bertelsmann really impressed the jury with their business model. Our next award is a special one. The award recognizes investors who've backed startups across social impact sectors. It's the Social Impact Award. The nominees are Northern Arc, Elevar Equity, Omnivore, Asha Ventures, and Avishkar Capital. May I call on stage Shehzad Madon, Head of Alternatives, Nippon Alternatives. And the winner is
the winner for the Social Impact Award. Congratulations to Northern Arc.
we have the CEO, Ravi Vakadala, coming up to take the award. Northern Arc triumphed with investments like Gramophone, Battery Smart, EcoZen, Swasti, and a whole lot of others.
Thank you IVCA, and thank you to the jury for recognizing us with this award. While the investment manager gets the award, in fact, the impact is done by the investee companies, so the award is largely for them. And to our team for both getting us the capital to invest in them and obviously doing the investment itself. So thank you, everyone.
All right, that brings us to the last award of the evening. This is in recognition of investors who've provided the strongest commitment to improve gender diversity. The award is for Outstanding Action for Gender Diversity. Nominees are Quadria Capital, Somerset Indus Capital Partners, C4D Partners, Elevar Cap Equity, and Shri Capital. To announce the award, may I request Ms. Pratibha Jain, Head of Strategy and Group General Counsel, Everstone Group, to come up on stage and announce the award. All right, Cate, will you please come up on stage, and this time, don't take the award with you. And the winner is?
The winner of Outstanding Action in Gender Diversity is Quadria Capital.
We have Managing Director of Quadria Capital, Rahul Agarwal, coming up on stage. Quadria has shown great emphasis on gender diversity, and the jury decided in their favor. And we also have Shivani, who heads the ESG at Quadria here to accept the award.
So great. Congratulations, Raul. I'm proud to say that Quadria is also a GPCA member firm. They're doing outstanding work. So proud to give you this award.
Kate, picture.
So I think on behalf of the partnership and the entire team at Quadria, I'd like to thank the jury for this honor. This is definitely a pleasant surprise for all of us. I think this award also reflects the ideology and the vision of our founders who tirelessly work to ensure that there is unbiasedness in the work, and of course our limited partners who have invested in us and have confidence in us promoting gender and diversity across our investments and also internally within the fund. So thank you IVCA for this honor. Thank you everyone.
Congratulations to all our winners, and maybe I'd request you to come up on stage for a quick minute. Maybe we can have a group photo. Please stay on stage for a quick minute. May all our winners, can we request you to come up on stage? Eversource Capital, Accel India. Well, Accel and Fireside are not here. If there's anyone to represent them, please come up on stage. Trifecta Capital, KKR, Cate Ventures, Aditya Birla Ventures, Bertelsmann India Investments, Northern Arc, Quadria Capital. It's already on stage. You know, perhaps that's true. I can see them hurrying along, running along. Congratulations to all our amazing winners. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of IVCA Conclave 2000. This is the 12th edition in 2023. And the most important housekeeping news is the bar is empty and open. So go hit it. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Have a great evening. Okay, it's also Niharika's birthday today, and I've been asked to make a special announcement.